Right guys, Matt Crossfield here with Coach Lockey. Hello Coach.
Hello.
Love the blue jumper.
Thanks.
Kind of brings
nice,
out your eyes, doesn't it? 4-iron, bladed, against my Rinky Dink. So 23-degree hybrid. We're going to do a little game stroke. We're going to look at the data at why some people might prefer hybrids over some people might prefer long irons, because you're definitely more loving the bladed long iron, aren't you? Or I'm kind of fearing it a little bit. Let's show you some of the data at why that might be. In this little competition, we're 200 yards out on the third at the Brabazon. We're going to go 2 shots each of each club and closest to pin each time.
Each time?
Yeah.
Not just overall?
No.
Okay.
Let's get stuck in. Right, so we're 200 yards out, Matt, and we've got water to go over, and I'm going to stink one in there, we know, with a 4-iron. This is not my club. Now, we're using a part of the software that's going to allow us to look at the data of deliveries and all of ball kind of data, really, not the club. So isn't the best way to use closest, but I think we found out a way of doing it, haven't we? Gentleman's agreement. So I'm going to go first. I've hit it well.
That's a record.
That's going in. No. Come on. And it comes to the left now. Oh, I thought it was going to kick out. Blade my 4-iron, ladies and gents. Go on then, mate.
Alright, you ready for this? Gonna line it up and everything.
You must just get this over, not getting inside. Yeah.
Done. Out of here. Oh. It's on the green.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
No, it's not.
1-0. Right, man, I'm going to give you the honour just to try and cheer you up.
It's like giving me the buggy ride. Feeling sorry for me already. I've hit 1 shot. Oh.
That's fine.
Wow, it's still right, isn't it?
Sure, right.
201, it's good distance. Just a bit right. How far right?
14.
14 yards right. Beatable.
Right, Matt, what have I got to beat? You were 14 right and 1 long.
Yes.
That's not a bad shot.
Very good shot for me, actually.
With a bladed 4. That's closer.
That's a win.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Doesn't matter if it's not on the green, we know that. Bring it up. What was it?
8 yards short, 4 offline.
Even a 4-iron, I'll whip your ass.
It's all about being penile, isn't it?
Right, we're now going to do the hybrid, and then we'll look at the data once I'm going to do 2 in a row, and then I'm 2 up, so I'm just going to do 2. Let's just, let's just get this over with, man. And then you can do 2, and we look at the side. Rinky Dink's 200 yards. So I need to hit this quite hard, and I fin that. Be up. That's going to have to keep going forwards. That's beatable. It's not as close as my 4-iron. 184 was that?
12 yards off.
12 yards right and 184. So 1 more. So if you get inside that, your last shot will be for a half. It's a bit left. I didn't start it right enough. That's good for distance. So just caught that bank.
203 and 12 offline again.
Okay, let's see what you can do.
Right, my turn. If I can take anything away from this mark, I have touched your Rinky Dink, haven't I? What an honour. I got
12 and 12.
Yeah, but you're
2 long and 15 short.
Yeah, so that's like 27 off, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
And 14.
Yeah.
So 27 to beat the first one.
Yeah, to get back to all square with a chance in the last one.
And I don't like Rinky Dinks either. They just look funky, don't they? Stay there and sit down a bit. Sit down. Oh, that's inside. That's 2-1. 7 yards long. And 6 off. Yeah, easily inside.
Right, so you could.
This is massive.
Flip around.
Yeah, I should get the old Rinky Dinks in.
Go on then, pressure's on. You've got 14?
14.
Is that what I was?
Yeah, 12 and 2. I just need to get it online, would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That is right. Draw. Oh, didn't quite get it off the toe enough. Sit!
Try it.
And sit. Sit! That's long. Nah.
Long.
13.
That's the shot, mate. Careful with my wrinkle dink.
It was only 3 yards.
Right, Matt, should we look at the data?
Yep.
Because the match is over.
Yeah, well done. At least I got a point. I have been sat in here freezing cold all morning.
So look, my peak height with a 4-iron is 32.
Yeah.
Your peak height with a 4-iron is 31.
Mm-hmm.
Now my peak height with the Rinky mark, so Dink's mat is actually my 4-iron on this sheet here because we didn't change it at the start. I'm peak height in 36, so 4 yards more peak height with my wrinkled Dinks to the 4-iron.
Yeah.
Where you're 31 and 33, only 2 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why you can use both.
Yeah, I would much prefer an iron than a hybrid.
Yeah, so
Just
you're
the look
going
of
on
it.
looks
Yeah,
and what you expect the club to do, I think. You
Yep.
talk about this one, what you say this, you want it to do what?
Whenever I've used them, they always go left for me, but
and what about
that's
distance?
ages ago.
Well, you always feel like
I always feel like they want to go a lot further than they do.
Because you're looking at it
I'm
like
looking
a
wood.
wood.
Yeah. So it's a mental thing for me.
Yeah,
That
absolutely. And for me, like I've said it in videos, and I've said to you, I look at it like a wedge.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can hit
completely
this
the
from
opposite.
170 to 210 if I'm really wedging this about, where you're just seeing it as like a big club.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting perception rather than actual the physical club as such.
Yeah.
And the other thing that's noticeable as well, so my spin is 4-3 with the 4-iron.
4, 3, and 5.
5,000.
So
So
a bit more.
spinning this more, which is a little surprising, but maybe not as well through delivered lofts and what have you. But you're 4.9 to, I can't see that.
4,003, I think it is.
Let me just move that.
Or 4.
That cursor's like right in the way, isn't it?
4.2. Nearly 4.3.
So your spin drops off with the hybrid, which is kind of what I would expect, and I think that's what you struggle with.
Yeah.
That's why you get the long
The
one.
long ones out of, when I don't want them really.
Because you're getting the height, so if you get that peak height and then the spin drops off, you're going to get that one that does, like you feel, just goes
Goes
miles.
for it, yeah.
Where for me, I'm the opposite. I'm staying quite kind of constant with spin, actually spinning the hybrid a bit more on that test, which is strange in lots of ways. Where I'm benefiting from the peak height, while my spin is staying quite constant.
And it's basically like a wedge for you, isn't it? It's high and it's got some spin and it's stopping.
Absolutely.
So you're thinking of it as a wedge, and it's kind of reacting as one as well.
Yeah, well, I'm able to play it how I
Yeah,
play a wedge.
yeah.
Like I'm able to move it, hit it high, hit it low. Like I'm not scared to do stuff with it.
Yeah.
Where the 4-iron, I would be very scared to do anything but try and just hit a standard
Yeah, yeah.
shot. Well, I think the opposite for you. You would try and do. You do cut 4-irons in. I've just played with you, and I'm going to cut this one. I would always think, oh yeah, I'm not feeling like that with a 4-iron. So it's interesting, isn't it? You've got more speed than me. Now, the club head speed numbers aren't great because we're not dotting up the club.
The top two are right, so I'm 6-7 miles an hour quicker than you.
So that extra speed. So what happens with GC2 is it hasn't got the dots on the face. The club head speed, I wish it wouldn't present actually because it jumps. It's guessing from the ball speed, but obviously you've got striking there that can throw it. So if you're seeing head data, which you are on the top two clubs, like Matt's saying there, club head speed spot on, and Matt delivers more speed, which I think really helps you for launching those lower lofted clubs. And that's a bladed forehand. We're taking that to an extreme just for the fun of it. You know, from very friendly hybrid to one of the most hardest forehands you can get your hands on. It's a true blade. Interesting test though, don't you think? I mean, I can hit the 4-iron and I hit some good shots of it. It's more, this is a perfect no-win, perfect lie situation.
Yeah.
in a gaming environment, I don't feel I can do as much of it, so I replace it for something that I feel I can do a lot more with.
Yeah.
And you're basically the opposite way round.
It's definitely worth testing if you're a player that's sort of indecisive between the two, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You've got to come and have a whack and see what the numbers are and see what you might gain from either one, basically.
Yeah, I think if you were actually working on your game, I would be interested to get deeper into your mental approach around a hybrid.
Yeah, yeah.
As in, if we change...
My thought pattern.
Correct. Not even your technique, but just change what you're trying to do with it. Why don't you play this club 80% a lot more? Hit that little cutty one or whatever. And then see what the results are like. Because I do just think a forearm, without roll and bulge on it, is asking bigger questions than most people.
Yeah.
But it's great. I mean, I post comments a lot. Like, you know, are you a Rinky Dinks player or an iron player?
Yeah.
And it splits. You know, there are lots of people out there like you. I just can't hit them. I don't like Rinky Dinks. And it's going to be to do with those deliveries and those perceptions. Good stuff. Thanks, Matt. That's another win, mate.
Well done.
Hello, Army.
Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Periscope, all the normal social places. Also, come and visit my new website, markcrossfieldgolf.com. See you over there.